Let me open this video with a question. Did you know that Adam and Eve's fall was predicted? It came up before the foundations of this world, and God addressed it and solved it before the fall. So here's this audio I made the other night, and then a few others that get into this prophecy of Adam and Eve's fall. It says in Genesis chapter 2, verse 23, and Adam said, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh, and she shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man." Now look at verse 24, 2:24. "Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh." At that time, who was Adam's father and mother? I got a video that said Adam didn't have a belly button. He wasn't conceived, as we know conceive in a natural sense of the word. He didn't have a belly button. Neither did Eve, because she came out of his side, flesh of his flesh and bone of his bone. So who was their father and mother? God. God's their father, and the eternal realm is their mother. They would express that eternal kingdom by them being one flesh, one spirit, one faith, one mind, one Lord, the Father of us all. Interesting. This is a rather simple way of explaining this. Yet in my other series of videos, my father goes into great depths of all this, to the complaint of some demanding that I keep it simple. Well, after 50 years, I now can give it all in simple statements. Yet sadly, they can't understand these simple statements. I placed one of them on X, and few even viewed it, let alone understand it. I know that the few that I have followed, what our Father has shared through this vessel over years, they get it. So here's that one simple statement. If it came down to choosing either the fathers of your flesh or the father of your spirit, which would you choose? Then I gave him Hebrews chapter 12, verse 9, that says this. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh, which corrected us, and we gave them reverence, showed how much rather be subjected unto the Father of our spirits and live. This temporary experience that all of us are going through had the simple task of getting us all to make a free will decision of choosing God as our eternal Father of our spirit, or the Father of our makeup in this temporal life. Our Father desired free will beings to choose Him as He eternally chose them, and to see that the eternal realm was our true mother and not the natural mother that we were born through in this temporal world. It's that simple. Choosing Him in the eternal realm, we would have been taught to our eternal spirits so much more to this at greater depths. So let me end this video with one more short audio transcribed by me for those interested. The mystery of God your Father should no longer be a mystery. It was revealed 2,000 years ago. Don't be pulling up the Old Testament where you talk about their forefathers. And when the Jews were confronted by Jesus, what He said to them, "Did you catch it?" They said they had no father but Abraham. What's He say to them? "If you knew my Father, you would know me." Abraham knew me. He knew the Father as a mystery. Did he understand it completely? No. It was kept a mystery to the fullness of time. Expressed to the Son of God, coming as the Son of Man, showing how the sons of men, Adam, should have been manifested as the offspring of God their Father. You have no other Father, but God your Father always has been your Father, and He warned you to call no man your Father. You'll get caught up in vain, empty traditions of your forefathers that didn't know. But you should know. The mystery has been revealed. God is your Father, Jew and Gentile. Acts 17. And don't let the fact that the Mormons use Acts 17 to talk about the fatherhood of God. They got it all distorted. Another devil's scarecrow to keep you from this truth because you think it's the occult. Heresy. It's not. God has always been your Father. You never knew it. Secular world and the religious world didn't know. Now it's known. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. And they'll argue with you, they'll fight with you. But God is your Father. He's always been your Father. And you're warned, call no man your Father, because it will distort the very image of God your Father. Secular and the religious world, sadly. So, short and to the point. What comes out in my series on eternality of the human spirit, the first begotten, just who we are. We're the offspring of God, our Father. And there are those who hold down this truth with some kind of lie. Not understanding it. Taking it as heresy, but it's not. So, in conclusion, the mystery was just that. A mystery from the very beginning of created time, with the eternal purpose that I was told to say, in hope that all of us would not make the same decision that Adam and Eve made, and that this injustice that we all were born into, to the sin nature of their fall, was corrected. Another mystery, via a title deed signed and agreed upon by God our Father to the Son of God, empowered by the Spirit of God for His offspring, that foreknew this fall would occur and used it so that each could make this free will decision and choose God as their Father and the eternal realm as their true mother. So what's your free will decision? Now that you know this mystery, God bless.